has been given from the court to the government that Nnamdi Kanu should be returned back to Kenya and he should be compensated with a sum of 500 million naira, but he is still in their custody. Why? Why? Has Nigeria gotten to a level that we don't have laws any longer? We don't abide by the rules and regulations given to us? If we are to break these rules, oh, what a pity to us. But now, it's for the government to do what is right, but they are not. Instead, discrimination, tribalism, ethnicity has become the order of the day for them. And I don't know what they are putting in the minds of the Southeast and the Northerners. Because we the Northerners are the ones being affected. Why? Because the people ruling us are from the North. I blame them. See, there is no way I will blame the Southeast if they think of having their own nation, with the way things are going, with the way our governments are taking things in on serious. Let me say it that way. If you are making us look, I never for once loved the Southeast. The only thing I had for them then was hatred, but I came to realize that this is not how it's supposed to be. Then let the government do what is right. If an order has been given, an order is an order. Let's abide, let's go by that order. Not bringing in discrimination, bringing about tribalism into our mind. Oh, come on. That is not what we are out for. And that is why we will keep fighting till what we are looking for is achieved. Please, this man should be returned back to Kenya because he was kidnapped to this place. If I was being kidnapped, I would not be happy about it too. Let me be realistic and let me be sincere about it. Please, my viewers, share this video. Let it go viral so that all citizens, all masses of this country will see it, because Nigeria is no longer a lawful state or a lawful country any longer. We have rules and regulations. Let's go by that. Let's abide by it. An order is an order, like I said. And we, the Northerners, we want to be our brother's keeper. We don't want the Southeast to see us as if we are the enemies. We don't want to be their enemy, and we don't want them to be our enemy also. So let the government do what is appropriate.
Going forward. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are watching from. Welcome to this particular short section of our question and answer today. We are going to go to this war with nothing, and at the end, Biafra, we worship God. That is the exact word for our leader, Mazin Kano. We are going to go to this war with nothing, and at the end, Biafra will come. And I'm telling you today that we are already at war. That particular war, we are already at that war, making progress. And I want everybody to understand today that Nigeria has collapsed. Nigeria has collapsed, and people are pretending that there is a new government. There is attacks everywhere in other parts of Nigeria except Biafra land. The jihadist movement are murdering and massacring people all over Nigeria except in Biafra land, and that is because of the Eastern Security Network. Today I am not here to have a normal broadcast. I'm just here to test our system like I promised Biafrans yesterday. For the past days, we have been having some issues, technical issues with our system, and haven't fixed it. I decided to come this afternoon to have a very short program. Considering the fact that there will be fundraising today for the Eastern Security Network, Biafra Liberation Army, and for the Biafra Liberation. So I decided to come this afternoon to be with Biafra people as we test run our system to see that it is now back to full functionality without interruption and without skipping videos. But however, I cannot come online without bringing something very important to Biafra people and to the world. As I'm talking to you today, it is not only Biafra that is needing freedom, or the so-called separatist, or the so-called breakaway. It is happening in Greece. It is happening between Turkey and Greece. It is happening between Cyprus and Greece. And today, I dare to bring this news to you that here is what is happening in Greece. Spain joined military exercise with breakaway Turkish Cyprus despite Greek objection. And here is what is going on there. The Turkish Ministry of Defense shared a video on Thursday about the International Anatolian Phalanx Exercise 2023 currently being conducted in Konya with the participation of Azerbaijan, the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, Spain, Qatar, and Poland. Greek government officials had in previous years protested EU countries participating in this exercise. Cyprus has been divided into Turkish Cypriot North and a Greek Cypriot South since an intervention by the Turkish in 1974 in retaliation for a coup carried out by the Greek nationalists. Turkish Cypriot declared independent in 1983. It's recognized only by Turkey, which has no diplomatic relations with the Republic of Cyprus, a member of the European Union. I want you all to listen to what I'm reading because it is happening right away as I speak. The International Anatolian Phalanx exercise has been carried out at the 3rd Main Jet Base Command in Konya since 2009 in a realistic operational environment with the aim of developing survival and evasion procedure and increasing pilot and ground personnel experience in joint operation. And so, here is probably the video. Right, haven't watched the few minutes video. The drills have been held twice a year, one of which is an international event since 2012. This year exercise, which started on June 5, will end on June 16. In 2021, Slovakia, which had announced its participation in the exercise, last-minute decision withdraw due to the North Cyprus Greek side taking part. The breakaway of the North Cyprus Greek side taking part, Slovakia decided to withdraw. Slovakia and the United States were to have sent ground personnel to participate in the drill in 2021. However, according to a report in the Turkish media, the US also decided against participating in the exercise. However, despite the withdrawal of the two countries, the pro-government press reported that Slovakia and the US has participated in the exercise. After the withdrawal, they secretly participated in the exercise, which means they're favoring the breakaway of the Northern Cyprus of the Greek side. According to the Greek Foreign Ministry, then Slovak Foreign Ministry, having Korok, informed his Greek counterpart, Nikos Dendias, about the withdrawal at the informal meeting of the European Union Foreign Ministry on May 26, 2021, emphasizing its commitment to international law and European solidarity. Azerbaijan, Qatar, and this Northern Cyprus, all close allies of Turkey, are regular participants in the exercise. EU member Poland participated last year. Spain is the second EU member today, together with Poland, to take part in the exercise this year. The military cooperation agreement between Turkey and Spain in 2021 also created controversy in Greece. Greece accused Turkey of not complying with international agreement and invited Spain to abide by the decision of the European EU institutions regarding the Eastern Mediterranean. Turkey recently cooperated with Spain in the production of Anadolu, the largest ship in the Turkish Navy, with a length of 231 meters, a width of 32 meters, and displacement of 27,434 tons. It was designed by Spain, Navantia, and built at the Cedar shipyard in Turkey. Poland has now been participating in the Anatolian Phalanx exercise in Turkey for 2 consecutive years. The two countries have been in close cooperation in military areas in recent years. During Polish President Andrzej Sebastian Duda official visit to Turkey in May 2021, Turkey and Poland signed a deal for the sale of Turkish Berkat P2 Armored Combat Aerial Vehicle, UCAVs, making Poland the first NATO and European Union member country to procure Turkish drone. Poland also purchased 3 ground stations and 2 simulators, in addition to 24 military drones. One of the simulators will be deployed at the Aviation Academy in Dublin, and the other to the UCAV base in Miroslavik. The agreement includes 2-year technical support and training for 192 Polish officers who will serve as drone operators, commanders, and instructors. All training sections will take place entirely in Turkey in 4 groups at different times, taking 15 to 17 weeks for each group. The first delivery took place in October 2022, and drone first test flight took place in February. The second set was delivered on April 15. The total cost is estimated at approximately $270 million. Now, Turkey encourages the breakaway from Greece separatists to participate in or send representation to international meeting and event it hosts. It is lobbying for recognition of the separatist part of the Greece by Islamic countries and the Central Asian Turkish Republic. Now, I want all of you to pay attention to what is happening here. Turkey is lobbying for recognition of this breakaway country from Greece, while Turkey is supporting Nigeria, arming Boko Haram to kill our people in Nigeria and in Biafra land. Are you aware that most of the weapons that Boko Haram is using today is being shipped through Turkey? Now, Turkey is not lobbying America to be part of the country that will recognize this breakaway nation. No, Turkey is lobbying specifically Islamic countries and the Central Asian Turkish Republic. Every country that Turkey is lobbying to recognize this country are all Islamic countries. America is not there. European Union is not there. They don't care about you. They don't care about this European Union. They don't care about America. They don't care about any other country. All they care for is just Islamic nation. Once Islamic country recognize them, they are good to go. But when it comes to Biafra, that America should be supporting with every might, European Union should be supporting with every might, because we have the same culture, the same religion, the same understanding, the same value system. We value human life. We value everything the same. When it comes to Biafra, who are predominantly Christian, traditional worshippers, and Jewish worshippers, they will play the ostrich. They will be thinking, they will be waiting for us to go to war before they can understand that they need to support people with the same ideology. But look at Turkey. Turkey is doing everything to make sure that the breakaway country from Greece is recognized by Islamic countries. And the same Turkey is supporting Nigeria. The same Turkey is supporting the Boko Haram, because it is all about Islamic agenda. Today, you have Islamic president in Nigeria. You have Islamic vice president, a Muslim president, a Muslim vice president, and then the Senate is going to be a Muslim. Then the House representative, the Speaker, is going to be a Muslim. The Chief Judge is going to be a Muslim. The Chief of Staff is going to be Chief of Army Staff is going to be a Muslim. Everything, all of them will be Muslim. And then when they want to give a Christian, it is going to be from Yoruba, or it's going to be from Middle Belt. Today, we see that Emefiele has been arrested. But you know, who are those who told Emefiele what to do? They are free. They are the Fulanis. Emefiele have served Fulani. It is time to pay for serving Nigeria. You serve Nigeria and come back in shame. That is what is happening to Emefiele now. He has been arrested. And the same people who pushed him to do what he did have now become sent. They will sit by the side, by the corner, and watch how the Fulani regime, because even though Tinubu is there, it is still Fulani that is ruling. They are going to sit by the side, watch how they are going to destroy Emefiele, reduce him to ground zero, until he compromises whatever that is compromisable, before they can allow him to go with the remaining integrity, if there is any integrity remaining after that. But we were warning him. We were telling Emefiele, this place you are going, there is no road there. Make friend with your own people. Emefiele say no. We told Emefiele, look back home. Look back to Biafra. That is the people that will defend you. Come for you any time, any day. These people, once Fulani give them agreement, they sign it, they give them one position, that is the end. Nothing concerns them. But when they begin to persecute them, they will remember they come from somewhere. You can imagine, for the past many years of Emefiele being the CBN, tell me, what is the influence of Emefiele in Biafra territory? Nothing. There is no influence. But now, you are going to hear people calling, oh, arrest Buhari, he is part of it. Arrest this one, he is part of it. And then the next thing is that is because he is from the eastern region. That is the only time they will remember he is from eastern region. That is the only time Emefiele will know that he is being persecuted because of where he come from. But while as he was serving as the CBN, he don't recognize where he come from. This has been the problem of the people that say they want to serve Nigeria. And because of that, I want you to understand that he is just starting. All of them who betrayed Biafra and betrayed their own people will pay the price. Remember that we have given vote of no confidence for every politician, both those we mentioned their name and those we did not mention their name. The vote of no confidence passed on the 29th of May is for all of them, including Emefiele. So if you know you are serving this government, from this eastern region, the vote of no confidence is for you, is against you. So things will begin to happen, and all of you will regret ever betraying Biafra. And we are going to start by taking a video call. Remember that this program is question and answer. So the idea is that wherever you are watching me now, if you are watching me on YouTube, if you are watching me on Facebook, if you are watching me on Twitter, if you are watching me on other social media network, and you want to ask me a question on video, please go to Enter Biafra. Search for Enter Biafra, go to channel 2 and come here. You are going to click the video sign. Once you click the video sign, it will bring you to the platform, and you can ask me a question. It is not necessary to put your video if you don't want, but it is advisable that you put your video so that I can see you and everybody can see you. But in case, for security reason, you don't want to put your video, it is also fine. You can join me now as I have opened the floor for calls and question and answer. It's me again. Are you there? All right. Me
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, go ahead.
No, let me get my daughter, please.
Okay, I have to bring somebody else as you wait.
Microphone nowhere.
I can hear you.
I don't know.
CNS.
Okay, okay. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon. There we go. I hope the broadcast is not hanging like it has been doing for the past few days. Are you there? Are you there? Okay, this is not my fault, and also not the fault of our system. So, CNS, are you there? All right, so this is not my fault at all. This is the fault of CNS. It's me again. Are you ready? It's me again. Are you there? Okay, while we wait for others to join us, we are going to look for jingle.
Executive don't sleep. If not, the whole thing will crumble. Your crumbling you see is that the head is sick. And when the head is sick, the body will be in trouble. That's our problem. How can 60% of our raw oil be stolen? And 50% of the refined one we have now imported also be stolen. Stolen on the field, stolen at the pump. In your coming election, which I don't believe in anyway, you know, my own understanding, because of my experience in politics. I am not just a pastor. I have been in the trenches. And I have a clear understanding of what is wrong with this country. Our next priority is not election. Our next priority is rearranging this country. This country must be rearranged. This country is a fraud. It's a lie. Nigeria is a lie. What is called Nigeria died in 1966. When the military shot the gun and suspended the constitution that brought us together. Nigeria was a negotiated country. It was negotiated under the British that the only way that a country like us, close to 300 nationalities, people with different ideas, different orientation, different religion, different mindset, different way of life, the only way they can cohabit is if they are allowed to govern themselves in their different setting. And then at the upper point, come and have a weak center. Just like United States of America. New York and New Jersey are just like Lagos and Ogun State. Only a river separated them. Two close states, two different governments, two different laws. So you don't like their laws and their pay in New Jersey, you move to New York. You don't like New York, you go to Philadelphia. You don't like Philadelphia, you go to Atlanta. Everyone is separately governed.
And that's exactly what we are bringing to Biafra land, where each state of Biafra will have independent way of running the affair of their government. The 32 states of Biafra will be on their own with their own laws, and each local government in those states will be 15. We're going to have 5 districts in each local government. So it is the only way to have dividend of democracy and the only way for every citizen of Biafra to be part of government. So we are bringing exactly something that is working in the Western world, working in America, working in any country that is you see developed today, Dubai and all of them. We want to bring, in Igbo language, they say, Ochichirulo is what we are trying to do in Biafra, and we have already achieved it with the structure we have on ground. So CNS, welcome back. Hello? It's me again. Are you here?
Yes, I am.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, I must thank you, my PM. The other time we met on space, it was heartbroken, but we move.
We move.
There are lot of them. I want to start that I have seen lots of directives from Biafran government in exile. And one would say it is they were on point and coming rapidly. I want to know, is it premeditated or as the spirit leads? How is it coming out?
It is, all of them is something that have been planned.
But given the time that this government has been established, one will not think that these things will be coming up. Or is it that this government has been in existence before it was announced?
What we are doing is heading more. So everything is just happening as you see it. And is there any specific directive you like you can point out specific one that is surprising you?
Man, everything that you've said, the pace is too fast. So I'm beginning to wonder, is it that, I asked this question indirectly. I said, do you think our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will be happy with the speed?
Yes.
I asked that question before. It is somehow, now, you talked about, in one of your speech, about referendum.
Yes.
You have spoken this referendum and it's somehow confusing.
Yes.
You talk about us holding referendum at a time this Biafran government in exile, we hold referendum maybe after these lengthy holidays.
Yes.
Sit at home that we will stay.
Yes.
You talked about that. You talked about international body holding referendum for us.
Yes.
And we don't know which way it will go. But most importantly, this international body, are you including Britain? Because I heard it in one of your speech.
You see,
will they come?
Yeah, you see, we cannot ignore Britain, no matter what. But the question is, will they participate in observing our self-referendum? So, and like I said, I've always said that whether they come or not, it is not our business, right? But that particular hands of fellowship will be extended to them. So we are not going to ignore Britain.
Okay, if Britain decide to participate with their with their veto power to say we have to oversee the counting, we have to overdo this.
It doesn't matter. Are you afraid of Biafra? Are you afraid of people voting against it? Don't worry. You know what we are doing now? That's why it is very important now that the activation of the de facto government in the homeland. Okay? That's why it is very important now for us to show that the loyalty of Biafra people lies on the government of Biafra, both the exile government and the de facto government. So, and also, that is going to be a base for us to control how the referendum will be conducted. You need to be physically, present and control the people to be able to have effective referendum. And that's what we are doing. So people don't understand when we want to focus on this structure. You find out that everywhere somehow is calm. We need to put this in order, put this structure, and then the game will start.
Okay. You talked again about the same referendum, that our sitting at home is a referendum, having sustained it for 2 years.
Yes.
Do you think that we come to the fore when it matters? Do you think those records will come to the fore when it matters?
Of course, it is going to. It is one of the biggest, weapon we have, because by the time you talk about sit at home, you talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you talk about Biafra. So it is to make sure that our people are completely awake of the Biafra cause, so that by the time we are going to be talking about the referendum, how we control the territory, and how the Biafra people, has recognized the government both in the exile and the homeland by ignoring and disobeying whatever comes from the government, like the governors and so on. That particular sit at home is the engine house that is going to keep our people awake until the day we are going to say we are now organizing a referendum. They already know what is going on. So because Nigeria, the brain, the system and the policy of Nigeria is designed in a way that if your village is wiped out today, your entire village, and you are the only one remaining, in the next 2 weeks, you forget them. Isn't it true?
That's it. You're spot on.
I use entire village because that is something that should make somebody not to ever forget it. If your entire village is wiped out and only you remaining. But it happens, and it is happening in Nigeria. And yet, people forget after 2 weeks. In fact, 2 weeks is even too much. They will begin to behave as if nothing happened. So, because of the mentality of people in Nigeria, and it is, designed by the leading class, Fulani nomadic system, that the suffering and the hunger is too much. So everybody is struggling. If something did not happen to you directly, it is not your business. So,
Okay.
because of that, we will continue to maintain this sit at home because it is going to be the only thing that will keep this Biafra cause and the Mazinam detention alive until once we call referendum, people are going to respond the way they are responding to the sit at home. That is the idea.
Okay. There is something about this sit at home, and there is a tone that you are not taking.
Okay.
You see, I want to use Mba as case study. He has, to his credit, he has been going to the grassroots, meeting people, meeting the commoners on how to disobey the sit at home. Mazin Namdekano usually said, that's the tone you are not taking. The only time he makes that parable is when he wants to enforce, he wants to talk about sit at home.
Let me tell you. I know where you are going. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But remember, Mba is just starting, and Biafrans are not full. Okay. What you see happening on the sit at home is many years of work. Okay, many years of suffering, many years of awareness, many years of exposition. Mba cannot just come within 2 days and do something and turn the brain of Biafrans upside down. It is not possible. Biafrans are wise. No matter how the system of Nigeria has shaping their lives and the way of their thinking, they remain unchanged when it comes to wiseness. So, Onyendu say, if you are wise and you are truthful, Biafrans will follow you. And Mba have to do extra thing to show to Biafra that he is wise and truthful and he wants their best interest. They will follow him. And I believe that they cannot follow anybody within Nigeria at this point. Because that is what they know. Nigeria has failed Biafrans. Nigeria has failed the Igbo part of Biafra. So anybody that is going to be talking about Nigeria, one Nigeria, that is number one failure. So they can never support you. That's why Mba and every other person that comes up to talk about sit at home and end of Biafra will be a failure. So I'm not worried about Mba. That's why I'm not taking that tone. Because they have accused us that, oh, you are killing people, you are doing this and doing that, and so people are scared. People are not scared. Have they not said they are going to sack them? If somebody should be scared, it should be about losing your job. Yet, David Umahi threatened Ebonyi people that they are going to lose their job. Did he stop them from staying at home? No. Soludo threatened the people that they are going to lose their job. And did he stop them from sitting at home? No. Hope Uzodimma is bringing a helicopter. Did he stop people from sitting at home? No. So, Mba own is not going to be different. What he's doing now is just laying a foundation of failure, which is to our own good, because it shows that every person that have come as a governor to serve Nigeria will always start by fighting against Biafra. And that's the foundation of failure. So the more he tries it, the more he favors us. You understand?
Okay, PM. From what you are saying, I will make a comment and ask a follow-up question. My comment is, you have too much faith on your people that you don't even try to persuade them to sit at home. I don't know why it is like that, but I don't know what sums up your belief and confidence in your people at back home. It's too much. But having said that, do you have anything to say?
Well, thank you very much for identifying that I have confidence in them. Just like they also have confidence in me. So I have very good confidence in them. And that's why whenever this comment of Mba or any other person come, I'm not shaking.
Okay. I want to say you did not make any comment about Mba going to visit Bola Tinubu for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu retweet, for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release. Should we consider it that that move was a window dressing? Because he was placing, or should we say is placing the horse before the cart or the cart before the horse? What do you think?
Thank you very much. First of all, how can somebody tell you he want to meet Tinubu for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release and you believe him? Even if he go there to talk like that, I want every Biafran to understand one thing. Mba have not congratulated Bola Tinubu for being the president of Nigeria. Are you aware of that?
Not at all.
Okay, now you know. So you see, there are things that you do, and some people that follows event will be taking note. He has not even congratulated the president for becoming the president of Nigeria. And the next thing is to go and look for favor. The favor is a political jamboree. We are not interested in video or picture or with the president and coming outside to claim you went to beg him to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No, we are interested in seeing, and his actions and inaction suggest that he was not actually for the best interest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because first of all, you cannot start fighting the thing that is keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alive and at the same time claim you went to ask for his release. So why don't you release him first and then ask people to stop sitting at home? Why would you go and start fighting the thing that is making him to stay alive today in the DSS and then coming to say I requested Tinubu to release him? Is it the first time that somebody went to Aso Rock to demand for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Well, not the first time. Ohaneze have been there. Soludo have been there. Sorry, who?
Emeka Izife.
Yes, the elders leader, elder council have been there. So it is not the first. So we are not moved by anybody, not anybody saying they have met Tinubu for release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And so what? Do you go to bank with that? No. Do you remember when I started this thing? I said my own is money for hand, back for ground. Do you remember when I said that?
Yes, you said it.
And carry.
You said you will not be involved in any negotiation that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not lead.
Thank you very much. That I am not going to be part of any negotiation when he is not part of it.
So, yes. Okay, thank you, PM, because your silence on that move suggests that it is not honest or sincere, and Biafrans have been worried. What should we believe and what should we take? Now, let me comment on one of those moves that Biafran government in exile made that knocked us off our feet, and we begin to ask many questions. I saw your communique on oil companies in Biafran land.
Okay.
Given their antecedent and the way they treated us before, do you have what it takes to enforce it, or you are relying on their common sense and goodwill?
We have not come to the level of enforcing anything, but when we come to that point, we are going to enforce whatever we want to enforce on anybody in the territory of Biafra. Remember that now our border in Bakassi Peninsula is sealed. I hope you are hearing it there. It is sealed, completely sealed. Cameroon don't interfere. If they interfere, they collect water. Nigeria is not interfering. The other time they cover the whole place with boat and all that. So, but you hear that from going forward, since we started this liberation, we are pushing Cameroon away from our land. And the news is everywhere. So we are going to enforce whatever we want to enforce within Biafra territory. Just once you fall under Biafra territory, just don't listen to us at your own peril.
Thank you. I wish you'd never answer this question, but it is what it is. Now, you talked about loan and how it's inevitable we participate in this unreasonable loan. And we knew what happened 5 days to Muhammad Buhari exit in office. He collected loan of $800 million that was approved by the rubber stamp Senate. But before now, long before now, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have said to China and the world body, even during COVID-19, they have to appeal to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to aid Nigeria. Like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu predicted, they never give the people anything. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said China should stop giving loans to Nigerian government, as therefore will not participate in paying back.
Yes.
But you somehow differ from this. Can you please explain to us?
I didn't differ. What I said was that by the time we are negotiating this payment of loan, we need a thorough audit to know which loan did we take part, or which loan that Biafra territory benefited from. We are not going to pay the loan we did not benefit from. So that it is still the same thing. And at the same time, I also said that I wish to be part of the negotiation of that particular loan payment, so that we are going to give them some heat, because we can't pay a loan that when you take the loan, you use it to develop another place and you didn't develop our side, or we didn't benefit anything from it. So it is just reasonable that we are not going to be part of that loan.
You actually ended your comment with a Finnish adage, which I was expecting.
What was the adage again?
Something like that.
What?
I don't know. But it was so interesting. I need that particular adage fascinated good man. He screamed.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
Okay. Oh my God. I don't even remember the adage. You know, whenever I'm seated here, I always have a lot of things in my head. So I don't even remember the adage I used. The Finnish adage I used. Yes.
Now let me play the devil's advocate.
All right.
We knew that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, prior to Abinishu Ejiofor, had a lawyer which he laid off before Ejiofor came in. Why is it difficult for the same thing to happen to Ejiofor?
You are really someone with many characters. So you really turned the devil this time. Well, the let me drink water. Because you are really the devil, honestly.
It happened when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was also incarcerated.
Okay, don't worry. Now let me answer you. You see, the former lawyer of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was doing his job as a lawyer. He didn't get involved with IPOB dirty politics. While Barrister Ejiofor did not just come as a lawyer, but also get involved with dirty politics in IPOB. So Ejiofor become a member of IPOB instead of becoming a lawyer to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That is the difference. So, and for you to remove that kind of a kicker from your body, when in my hand upon a kicker now, when he bites
like a parasite.
When he bites you, he has to remove if you remove it, the head will still be there. You remember?
Yes, yes, I do.
What is it called?
It's also an insect family, but I don't know the name of that akika.
Okay. The thing is, it has a big head.
Yes, I know it. I used to see it only in the village.
Yes.
It's an insect. It's like termites.
Yes, it's a termite. It's a termite. So, but when it bites you, it locks his mouth, like lock it on the body, and then if you want to take it out, the head will go, the body will go off, and the head stays. That is exactly what Ejiofor is to Onyendu. But you know, everything is possible. Ejiofor is not just a lawyer. Ejiofor is an evil and the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. Ejiofor is part and parcel of everything you see happening, every criminality happening in Alibo today. So how do you expect such person to go out without a fight? And you can't fight while you are inside. That's what is happening today. So, but with wisdom, he is going to be no more. Just like it has happened now. He has not visited Onyendu since the last time he went to do nonsense in the court. So you should ask yourself, what is chasing him away from going to DSS? Why is he after Aloy Ejimako? Why is he now relying on Aloy Ejimako to give information to the expelled criminals? Why are the expelled criminals not sending their own lawyer now to go to Onyendu and get information? You know, it was me that they are fighting. They were saying, oh, you don't get information. You are not, nobody is telling you anything. They have cut Samarepa off. Now they are crying about information. Are you not seeing them? They said I should inform the hair. So Biafra should be using their tongue and count their teeth. Why are they crying that they should be informed before anything? So if they are now saying that they should be informed, what is their own lawyer doing? Why is he not going to see Onyendu? Because he knows, oh, my hair not also. And I'm not going to be here not also. So we are waiting for him.
From your analogy, I will dive a little so as to fulfill all righteousness.
All right.
That is to say, Barrister Ejiofor have something against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And people like us will say, where is the whiter than white, whiter than snow? Because it's taking more than time. From the analogy you just gave.
Exactly it. Exactly it. You know, when I was making this position against Ejiofor, people didn't understand it. People did not understand how deep-rooted the criminal is in what we are doing. So you can imagine somebody that commanders are guiding his house. Can imagine somebody that is using commander as personal aid. That shows you the level he has gone. That he was not just he didn't just come to become a lawyer of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He put himself deeper into what the IPOB was doing.
Wow.
So you can imagine somebody going to... No, I'm just telling you now so that... Because you know when I was making this exposition, it did not make sense to a lot of people. So when things will begin to happen, you'll be connecting it with what I have done in the past. And then it begin to make sense to you. He goes to meeting and commanders follows him to meeting. When he traveled to East, boys follows him everywhere he goes. Do you know those boys follows him? They are ESN.
Wow.
So now you understand. And
okay.
him command kidnapping and killings of other ESN who decided to stand by the truth. He commanded the killing of a native doctor, which we have saved and put him somewhere. Because that one I have a lot of information about him. So there are a lot of things going on that Biafrans don't know. So we, when we start to shout in the public, know that everyone on the back on Aruaka, there.
Okay. Biafrans, when I don't hear that, people now will be doubting Thomas like me. And I'm still on my new name as the devil as advocate.
All right.
I would say we understand now that Barrister Ejiofor is no longer the lead counsel of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Why should we expect to get brief from him? As it is, no one is talking about the lead counsel, Mark Ezekome. Because I think it's unfair for us to say we want him. Why is he not going close? It is not his primary assignment. And I will take excuse that he wants to be a politician. That was why he stepped down as the lead counsel. So should we be expecting anything from him?
Let me tell you one story that I probably may have shared before, but maybe now that many things are coming public, you are going to understand it better when I share this story now. Do you know how Mark Ezekome come into the picture?
You have not shared the story. I asked the question. When I raise the concern, you say you know how, and you will say it when the time comes.
Okay, all right. So I have not addressed it, right? Maybe I will not go deep into it, but let me address it a little bit, like vaguely. Ejiofor never wanted anybody who is going to work genuinely to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come close to the case. When Mark Ezekome was contacted, in fact, before Mark Ezekome, a lot of lawyers were contacted, which also contacted Ejiofor. Ejiofor turned everybody down. You see this press statement they are releasing now because saying that nobody should go and see Onyendo. That was what Ejiofor wanted to do from the beginning. Ejiofor have told me personally, that he is going to stop Aloy Ejimako from going to DSS. The day that Aloy Ejimako was prevented from going to court, from entering the courtroom, Ejiofor called me the previous evening that Aloy Ejimako will never enter that court. And you know, he was telling it to me in confidence because he thought that he has deceived me, you know, and he made Aloy Ejimako the bad person, you know, that they are doing this and doing that, and I was following him. So he told me that Aloy will never enter that court. And the next day, Aloy indeed did not enter that court. He was prevented from entering. Everybody saw it. Now, when Ezekome was contacted, Ezekome said that he can't go without getting consent also from the lead counsel then, which is this criminal Ejiofor. They contacted Ejiofor. I was part of the group that brought Ezekome. The people contacted Ejiofor to make Ezekome to go and visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ejiofor refused. Ejiofor did not contact him 1 week, 2 weeks. When Ezekome was contacted, Ezekome said nobody has Ejiofor has not contacted him. It was like a cat and dog fight before Ejiofor finally contacted Ezekome. And then took Ezekome to DSS to see Onyendo. After meeting Onyendo, which Onyendo was very, very happy, Ejiofor came to the social media and wrote a epistle. Iroko lawyer, Iroko 3 has come to join the legal team. Iroko 3 have, when he was doing all those things, everybody, I was still with Nelly and Co. They were just calling, who is this Iroko? I was telling them. I told those that I believe, I trust, that is Mark Ezekome. That was how he came. So he never supported Mark Ezekome to come to the case at all. And when Mark Ezekome came to the case, probably with his heart, Ejiofor was still parading himself as the lead counsel. You can also confirm it that every press release that Ejiofor have released and write his name, he will always attach lead counsel to the go and check from the day one that Mark Ezekome visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the day he appeared in the court the first time. From that day, Ejiofor was attaching lead counsel to his name in every press release. Do you know that is the truth?
Yes, you reprimanded him publicly on that. Yes. I can attest.
So now ask yourself, after he has taken Mark Ezekome to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu confirm him, Ejiofor presented that Mark Ezekome, even when his name was not mentioned, as a new lead counsel coming. After that, Mark Ezekome appeared in court and became the lead counsel of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the court. Ejiofor was still attaching lead counsel to his name. What does that tell you?
Treasury.
Okay. So now, what I want to tell you is this, to answer your question. Ejiofor never supported Mike Ezekome coming to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case. And not only Mike Ezekome, many lawyers that were hired to come to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case, Ejiofor prevented all of them. Except this Mike Ezekome, which the group in the America, which I was part of that group that time, as at that time, made sure and did everything possible that Ejiofor, contacted him. And also, let me tell you another thing. The day Mike Ezekome appeared in court, we will never believe he was going to appear to that court. Because there are other things, like I said, I'm not going to go deep. There are other things that were involved, which were not met. Okay? So, as at a day before the court, Mike Ezekome was still not sure that he's going to appear in that court the next day. When he was contacted, he said, well, that they have not met that particular demand, but let us see. By the special grace of God, he will be in the court tomorrow. So it was not sure. So, but that day of that court, we saw him in the court without the side of us fulfilling the agreement, and that is from Ejiofor. But he appeared. So I want everybody to know that I am not just an ordinary in this hotel. I was part and parcel of it. And I see and witness how Ejiofor dribbled everybody that wanted to contribute something to see that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. He blocked everywhere. But I don't have fact. I was waiting and to see how I can get fact. Until I saw the video where he granted interview to is it in Jeje, whatever they call him. And he was vomiting and confessing how he were having meeting with the governors of the Southeast, how he was having meeting with stakeholders, he called it. How everybody in the world was calling him that the killing in the East is too much. Insecurity in the East is too much. Ejiofor, do something. And he swung into action. That was when Ikoso was killed. So who knows what they promised him. That was when the commanders of the Eastern Security Network, who were guiding his place, his house, his own house, one of them was burnt in his car. That person that was burnt in his car is called Gentle. Gentle is a Ebonyi State person. Gentle was killed, burnt in his own car. Everybody know when I made that analysis. Today, Gentle's family lives in Onitsha, somewhere in Onitsha there. Nobody has compensated the family. But the Ejiofor has collected 50 million. It was when I began to make this analysis that the Ejiofor went secretly to begin to talk to the DSS and his group to do something. Before you know it, court now begin to say they are going to compensate, they charge DSS to compensate the family for killing that boy and burning him in the car. Everybody saw it, right? Did you see when the court made that?
Yes. And you begin to ask him, what did he give to the family of the boy? How did he comfort?
Yes. From nowhere, court made a pronouncement about a case that Ejiofor already collected 50 million many months back. So everything you see me doing is not just gossip. Before I open this mouth to talk, believe me, you see me, Ejugo. So
yes, our PM.
Yes.
This program is actually for Biafrans, and I'm taking quite a lot of time.
But now I am a very vital question.
Yes, there are a lot of things to know from it, because we need to be well informed. For those who say they don't have stand, but most of us have taken stand, but some of us don't have stand. This elucidation is very important. But let me ask you one last question from what you are saying, because after this I will allow others to come in.
Go ahead.
A threat was made by Lai Mohammed during his time. He told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not to visit any country in Africa. And then Mazinam Kanu visited Kenya. I don't know if that was the first time he came to Africa after that threat, and he was kidnapped. During the saga of during your exposition, because there was no saga there, only one way traffic did there. During your exposition of Barrister Ejiofor, he also made that threat to you not to visit any African country. Do you think it's a coincidence or he's stealing the part of his masters?
It is not a coincidence. It is not a coincidence at all. And let me tell you, you know, when Chinasa Nworu, the criminal in Bedbug in Kuwait, was making a threat and threatening the ESN and all that, you remember when he said to go and ask the Ejiofor whether they informed Onyendu about that he is being rounded up?
Yes, he said so.
What else? So what else do you want to know? Ejiofor was part of it. Ejiofor told me, Simon Ekpa, in confidence, about who invited him to Abuja. He went to the office, and the person told him something, which I'm not going to make public now. And Ejiofor never admitted to me that he knew that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in Kenya. Because I asked him. He said he didn't know. Of course. But at the end of the day, from what he said from his own mouth, suggests he was aware of everything. So he threatened me that if I am a man, I should come to Cotonou, to Benin Republic, and do broadcast. And I said to him, if I look for where I want to do broadcast, is it Cotonou? I will come to do. I will not come. I will not come. I will be here, and Biafra will come. I told them that we are going to bring Biafra from diaspora. How many of you remember?
Yes, he said it long time.
I will take Biafra from abroad, right?
Yes.
So that is my belief. So why would somebody be telling me to come to Cotonou to do broadcast? Is Cotonou abroad? Cotonou is Nigeria. I just divide everywhere. What is Cotonou? I will be here in Europe. I will bring Biafra from Europe to Biafra land. That has been my stand from the beginning. So why would somebody be telling me to come to Nigeria and come there to fight for Biafra when I believe that I will bring Biafra from abroad? Those who say they want to get Biafra in Biafra land should go to Biafra land and start fighting their own Biafra. Me, I am bringing Biafra from abroad, and did not start saying it today. I started saying it from the beginning when I joined this trouble. And it is manifesting now. The mechanism to bring Biafra from abroad is being put in place. Everybody can see what is going on globally. Globally, we are breaking doors, and it is happening. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know whether they are still existing.
I will ask you one question next time. It will be a training, but yes, I will ask you the question.
Because a lot of people have disappeared from the space. We are not seeing them again, not on Twitter, not on YouTube. I don't know what is going on. You see? So, but anyway, you can save the question. Let me go to another person. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate it, sir.
Yeah. All right. That was a very good question, and so we need to clarify a lot of things. All right, Onyeka, welcome to the program.
Yes, sir. Yes, I'm here.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
You're welcome to the program. Yes.
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Cristo Ever, sir. So I want to clarify one thing, please.
Okay.
Please, do you have a Twitter? Do you have someone handling your Twitter?
No.
Hello?
Whether if I have somebody handling my Twitter?
Yes.
Why are you asking?
because the way you tweet something, I don't know. Maybe you have extra hands. I don't know. You are strange anyway. I'm telling you.
Nobody is handling my Twitter. I handle my Twitter myself.
Oh my God. You're really strange. All this thing you're tweeting, nobody has your. Hey guys.
Nobody handle my Twitter. I handle it myself.
We argue this. We argue unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yes.
Okay, I now have to clarify because so I want to ask the something I want to ask again is about I know we could the question in case if they work with the type, is there any provision for people not abroad to the ground? Is there any provision for that?
Yes, of course. There is provision for that. And when that time comes, it will be made public. There is provision for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for your work. Thank you. Please increase the speed, okay? I'm not shaking. We can't be threatened with anything again. We are seeing our people die. And if my person like me die doing this, no problem. So let's put the speed. Okay? Not in fact, if Biafra not is worse than
don't worry.
Okay, because this
don't worry. What we are doing now is the foundation. That once we finish this foundation, Biafra will come like this. Thank you. All right, we continue. CNS, you're back. Are you there?
Yes, Major Ubago, my ambassador.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon from here.
Good afternoon.
All right. Yes. Good afternoon, everyone listening wherever, depending on the platform. Those who are listening on other platforms, you're welcome to this testing broadcast of our device. I can assure you that it's working perfectly and there's no problem from this end here.
Right.
So, regarding to the video you played about Cyprus, the people, Cyprus within Turkey and Cyprus within Greece, and the conflicts that is being there's emanating from that end, and how Turkey is supporting the other type Cyprus. So this Cyprus that is northern Cyprus against the other. So it is not a new thing. It has been the aim of Turkey. And you made a statement that Turkey is supporting them, and whereas shipping machines and the sophisticated weapons to Boko Haram in Nigeria. Of course, we know that Turkey is the one sponsoring armed conflicts, the banditry in Nigeria. So, in the same way, the Islam love themselves, and they have one common goal and agenda. Seeing their fellows, they are very much happy. I think that's the only way they outweigh the Christians. That's the only way they outweigh the Christians, because they believe that once you're in Islam, you share the same common value system with them, and they can do everything possible to help you. And this thing happened another thing happened in 2015. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. When President Buhari, the dead one, went for a United Nations summit in 2015, he went there and started agitating for independent state of the Palestinians.
Yes.
I have his word here. Buhari spoke at the United Nations Summit on Sustainable Development Knowledge Platform, which was used to mark its 70th anniversary, which held from 25th to 27th of September 2015 in New York, and convened as a high-level plenary meeting of the General Assembly. Look at Buhari's words. In his speech, the Nigerian leader made a case for Palestinian people before the world's governing body to be given their unalienable right of becoming an independent country without further delay or obstacles. But the same Buhari is the one killing agitators in his own country. But once it is involved within the Islamic circle, you see all of them making cases, not only for Palestinian, but you're also making case with a faction of Morocco that wants to break away. It was also referring to them in this very piece here. And he is telling the United Nations that they should do fast without delay. Say we need to remind ourselves the principle that lead to the founding of United Nations. Among those are the peaceful coexistence and self-determination of people. In this context, he said in this context, Mr. President, self-determination of Palestinian people and those of us in Sahara region. He's talking about Morocco, the people that are fighting to break away from Morocco. Those nations that have been energized by the United Nations have qualified for this unalienable right must now be assured of it without any further delay or obstacle. This is hypocrisy. This is hypocrisy. They know that self-determination is a right to everyone, and yet there are people, they make sure that they never see the light of the day. This is why I fought our Christian bodies, because Islam can fight for theirs, but Christians don't. Britain is a Christian nation, and they were among those persecuting us. America is a Christian nation, and they have been killing people, and they are not talking. This is the problem. And my question is, can we, in any way, I won't put this question straight, but you know what I'm talking about. In any way, locate those who share the same value system with us. Look at how many millions of dollars they are using in making trainings. And the people that are not even recognized by nations, are only recognized by Turkey, are part of their joint international training. If we can make our own way and have people that will share the same value system, share the same story, and let us have our own, because it is very, very important and necessary now that nobody is with us in this journey. We need to make friends more than enemy. That's my submission, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And we are doing that, as you know, and we are doing it very well. So the result will start coming very soon. So we are focusing on that, and we're doing it very well. Thank you very much. All right. Chinemerem, you're welcome to the program.
Was our Honorable Prime Minister. Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon, there.
Thank you very much, sir. I love how you are holding it. Keep on holding to it. I want to refresh the memory of our people, because I'm the too forgetful. The things that may happen at this struggle. If I thought that since our leader has been kidnapped, if we are following the trend, what is happening, and things will come to the lifeline, at least we would have known the truth. But many of them would have known the truth by now, because it's very obvious and clear. During the time of our leader, Mazen Nandekano, Eastern governors called him that he should drop Biafran agitation, that they will give him whatever he wants in Southeast. He told them no, that he's holding on to it until you can't ask me to keep this one. What I have already, you can't ask me to keep it when you've not showing me anything. So like Mba, if Mba really meant well for us, first of all, he should go and release our leader, Mazen Nnamdi. Then we will talk about it at home. But you don't come telling us to go to our businesses and our works, when our leader, while we are sitting at home, nothing have happened about it. So, Maze, I want to ask you one question, please. On Twitter Space yesterday, someone asked this question, but it wasn't addressed. I am from Brgie in Imo State, and we have a lot of oil companies. When you wrote to the oil companies in our Biafra land, I have gone through the tweets you made, and I've gone through the list. There are many companies in my community that their name was not included, and in my place, we have many oil companies.
Let me address the question, because yes, I remember that question. Now they didn't address it. Yes. So the oil company we wrote to are only foreign oil companies. We have not written to the local foreign companies, local oil companies. but most of these companies are owned by Nigerians. So, and they are local oil companies. So what we focus now is the foreign oil companies, the big masquerade.
Oh, okay. That was my concern. And thank you very much for the answer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I will say that yes, we are getting response from that from some of them.
Oh,
So
okay.
yes. All
I
right.
hope our president is fine. We've not been hearing from him.
Yes, he's fine. He's fine.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Uzochukwu Bethel, you're welcome to the program.
Yes, my Lord Emeritus, my Prime Minister.
Afternoon from here.
I bring you greetings from East London, the small London.
Yes, the small London. All right.
Afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
I am smiling when I see your face. I am happy when I see your face. I've been very busy. I've not been in your program for the past 2 weeks.
Yes.
And
yes.
your Twitter space handle, which you handled yesterday afternoon. I came back from exams. My wife was telling me that my boss was shedding tears on the Twitter. I ran instantly to go and listen to you. As I was listening to it, I started shedding tears also. I called my leader, Mazi James. I say, Mazi, I cried this afternoon after listening to our Prime Minister and after listening to Biafra Unite. Oh, what shall we do? Well, I don't want it to come from our Prime Minister, but what shall we do to this Sabunti case that has been our problems, home and abroad, home and abroad. I don't mind keeping this priesthood by side. As I was saying, I say if time is not, we'll keep priesthood by the side. And we could be a robber.
Exactly.
Honestly, I consider him no be. I can mess with for him straight. I don't give a damn. Oh, Kosi, when I see you cry, when I listen to you again shedding tears, I remember the tears you shedded on the first time. Sabo Nde DOS, director of Sabo no Hapumaka or to say Royal. Let me bring Biafra from my own end. You people doesn't want to allow me. That very day, I don't forget that tears. And I happen to again hear you, seeing you shedding tears again by the result of what these idiots release as memo because of our leaders' health, which is at stake. Approaching to it, they stopped the doctors that were going to approach to him to take care of him instantly by their stupid memos.
No, actually, as a matter of fact, the doctors were stopped before the memo was released. The memo was released to confirm to Biafrans and to confirm to Aloy Ejimako that they did it. That was the essence of the memo. The essence of the memo is to tell every Biafran and Aloy Ejimako, specifically Aloy Ejimako, and of course the siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that they did it. And so they have, it is no longer hidden. They want to use the life and the health of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to drag position. That's all. That's what is going on now. So, and what broke my heart yesterday was not just about the memo, because they don't exist, when it comes to me. So I don't. The reason I posted it was just is a follow-up of the exposition I have done in the past. It's a follow-up of to show they are criminals, they betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's why I posted it. Otherwise, those people does not exist since the day we gave vote of no confidence on them. Now, what makes me to a little bit broke down yesterday was when I listened to the audio of our leader's sister. It broke me down, that audio, because and now that audio made me to begin to think a lot of things, So if that they actually succeeded to kill me or to kick me out of the way when when these criminals came to them, embraced them, tried to manipulate them against me, the siblings of our leader, and then they joined hand with the one that was invoking all manner of things in Germany, all those, that time, Simon Ekpa, this, that is going to kill Simon Ekpa, is going to put Simon Ekpa in.
Tie one baby together, tying rat and dog and chakarakwa together.
Yeah, so if they have succeeded in harming me, that I am not here today, who will fight this fight? Who God is going to use to fight for them? That was what broke me down,
Okay.
So that it is after 2 years.
They are coming back to their senses.
Just because of this thing. Now, they now understand those who have been behind the ordeal of Martin Amdekan. That was what broke my heart, And sometimes, people die and lose their life for something they know nothing about. Those people may be who God is going to use to change the situation, and you take them away because of envy, jealousy, and ignorance, and then you are going to see yourself also dying in the same problem, because the person who should have helped you, you have helped the devil to kill the person. That was what broke me down. So somebody sent me that audio. I listened to it, and I feel how.
Did you make it viral?
No, I did not. I did not play the audio anywhere. I have it on my phone. So
But you release it?
I did
make
not
it viral, the audio. Okay.
No, I did not release the audio yet. So I listened to it, and I see how helpless she sounds. And one is that the one that really got me is that she lose her job, and then because of this Biafra, and then each time Onyendu send a message for them to do, everybody pick up on it. And of course, I know exactly what she's talking about. I know exactly what she meant by that word, and it really pierced my heart. So the thing really dealt with me. But the thing is that when I want to start talking about this, I start feeling bad again, because
My dad, stop. Sorry. It's okay. I felt your pain yesterday. I shed a tear. I was speaking to Master James. I was weeping as I was speaking to him. If there is power in my hand to do something beyond where I am, Master, I will forfeit this life and do something. Whenever people hears it, they will say of a truth.
I just wish that I understand that I'm not the bad person,
But if I would fight for an office like I am doing, I wanted to tell you the last time you came to our South African meeting, there was an issue I wanted to tell you about, an office I was looking at, and I have spoken to my leader about it, and he said I should write my proposals, and so that he will send it across. Apart from that office, looking into the revenue funds, revenues on the for traffic, and earning revenue for the government and for Biafra in form of the traffic and the traffic forms and the traffic fines and traffic commitments and those things that has to do with traffic. I am asking for that office. But apart from that, if I would go out of my way, I will say somebody should make me in charge of to deal with these saboteurs and those that has fought against Biafra when Biafra comes. Personally, I want to be in the guard of the prison where they will suffer and see them go through hell if we don't chop their hands and their feet in a gradual killings.
Well, we are going to come to to that level. Of course, our focus now is to see the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and get Biafra. And then we are going to meet in Biafra to sort this whole thing up. But again, I am also saying it here that, you know, the sibling of our leader, especially the one that have that audio, made that audio yesterday, to understand that, you know, I am not against them, and Biafrans are ready to help them if there is any need for that, and I will be ready for that. So let whoever know her and relate this message to her that she is not alone. They are not alone. They shouldn't hesitate to contact me if the need arises. And believe me, together with Biafrans, we will always help whenever the need arises. So whatever differences we had and whatever fight or name they called me, I'm not those names. And the time has passed. If they have realized their mistakes and know that I am not the enemy, I'm not fighting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I will never fight him. And the word I gave him is what I'm doing today. They should know that I am here to preserve and protect the integrity and legacy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So if they have joined hard to destroy me today, there is nothing to show for whatever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have suffered for many years, including the death of his parent. You know, so it means that everything will be destroyed. And once the Biafra struggle is destroyed, Nigeria government will never release him again, because what they are trying to do is that if they destroy it, it means they have succeeded. That is the reason why they kidnapped him in the first place. So, but now they have kidnapped him, trying to destroy Biafra. Biafra is stronger, even more than as it was before they kidnapped him. So they have failed, and they don't have any other option than to let him go at the end of the day. So that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So, and
all right. Yes.
On this office I'm talking about, I am very serious. I thought
contact the let James give you email where to send your CV to, and the department, the recruit department is not long, it has been dissolved, but you can send email to that email address. James can do that, can give you that email. Send it, and somebody is going to receive the email, and will attend to you. Okay?
Yes. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you for your interest.
Be strong. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All
right.
Live
for us.
We move. Careless Blaze, welcome to the program.
Hey, thank you, Mazi. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Hey, greetings from here. I haven't spoken to you in a while.
Greetings. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, let me jump straight to my concerns and my question. I want to start with this question. Number one, I'll just not a question. This actually goes up. I would like for you can tell me if you disagree or what you think about it. I would like for us to have a kind of a differentiation between the Biafrans in the homeland and the Biafrans in the diaspora that will be coming back home after Biafra has been liberated. It can be shown in the ID, in our ID, that okay, these were the Biafrans that were in the homeland when we're fighting our liberation, when we're getting our liberation. So that way they can be given special preferences, because you know, them being at home during this kind of time is very stressful on them compared to us that is in the diaspora, and we still have some kind of civil life going on. So that's one of my proposals.
So because your line is kind of bad, it is like fluctuating, and I can't hear you very well. So can you just quickly make that proposal again, that people in the homeland should do what?
They should be given special preferences in terms of identifying them, that okay, they were the ones that were in the homeland when the liberation was taking place, and that way we can be able to differentiate between the Biafrans that was in the homeland during the Biafra liberation and the Biafrans that's coming from diaspora.
Okay, okay, yes, yes, of course, there's going to be. So what are you proposing? Special preferences in terms of what?
Just in terms of identification. So maybe when we are dispensing this ID, this our ID, we can put it in that ID that it can be in terms of coloring or in terms of just writing that okay, that way if somebody looks at any Biafran's ID, they can be like, okay, you were one of the Biafrans that was in Biafra land when the liberation was taking place, and oh,
Yeah.
you are the Biafran that was coming from diaspora. So that way we can be able to know all these criminals that's abroad right now, because once Biafra is liberated, they will all flood in to come and corrupt the place and make a mess. That way we can be able to differentiate between the two.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate. That's a very good suggestion, and I believe our team are paying attention to this. So those of you in a strategic and planning, adding no, or adding now also, the people at the Department of Planning and Strategic Planning, please take note of this proposal. I will also suggest that you put it in writing and forward it to the government in exile website, official website,
Okay.
the email there, so that we don't miss it. Okay, because this is a very wonderful suggestion. It may be something different, but at least the concept is something that is very, very good. So I think it's a very good concept. And then also, for those who are in diaspora and they are not supporting financially, they should understand that we have the list of everybody that have contributed a dime through the website. So those lists we are going to also use, and there's going to be special preferences for those whose name will appear on the name of those who financially contributed to this particular struggle. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mazi, let me move on. My number two is a question.
Okay.
It's dealing with those who are supporting those forces, those hidden forces who are supporting our liberation now. I want to know if once we are liberated, are they going to have some kind of influence or some kind of say-so in our security setup?
Which people?
Like any countries, like the countries, our strategic partners, the ones that are supporting us, the ones you spoke about them.
Yes. Any country that is supported, that later supported Biafra liberation, we are going to have business relationship with them. We're going to have MOU with them. We're going to have bilateral relationship, special status.
Yes, my question is, are they going to influence our security in terms of
they are not going to influence any security in Biafra. But what we are going to do is that some of them will be used as, can be given a contract to do something for Biafra. So if they are good in security, they can be contracted to work on the Biafra security system. If they are good in technology, they can be contracted to bring technology to Biafra land. If they are good in developing some certain part of Biafra sector or economy, we also hire them and give them that particular contract to develop something for Biafra. So this is where, of course, from there, Biafra will pick it up from there and continue. So any country that comes to support us will have a special status in Biafra, especially in terms of business and partnership. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi. My next question is about those who desire to change their name. I am one of them because I feel like my name is a name that was given to me by my parents that are, entrenched in the Nigerian system. So I don't want to carry that Nigerian name into Biafra. So those of us who intend to change our name to give ourselves new names, are we going to be allowed to do so through the whole identification process system you are setting up?
You will be allowed to do so, but not at this point.
Okay. Okay. And my last question is very personal. And it's dealing with the Biafra Liberation Army. I want to know if we have a Biafra Liberation Army in exile, because I believe that our men, even though they are sufficient and they are gallant enough to handle everything back home, I believe if push comes to shove, they are going to need reinforcement. So I believe that our government in exile should be able to provide, some kind of reinforcement for them. So the question is, are we going to have a Biafra Liberation Army in exile? Because I'm sure there are many of us, like myself, that would like to be part of that.
Yes, at this point, we do not have the Biafra Liberation Army in exile, but we have the military department of the Biafra government in exile. We have the security department. So if the time comes that we need to start reinforcing from diaspora, the department of the military will take charge of that. And yes, so which means you are also a reserve, Biafra Liberation Army. So that's what it means. And a lot of people are showing interest. In fact, many people are, it is not, issue of security is not something I will review here, but yes, something is going on. So for those who desperately want to be part of it, yes, they can be part of it anytime. But for now, we don't need any reinforcement. We have enough men on ground. The only thing we are needing more is equipment, military equipment, machine guns, anti-aircraft, and all manner of weapons to engage the terrorist Nigeria government. That's all we are looking for now. So we need more of those and not men. We have manpower as it is now. We outnumber Nigeria security combined at this point.
That's very good. Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you very much. And I appreciate the work you are doing for us. May your days be long, may you live long. Bless our king, our young Biafran.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Your questions are very very good questions, and these are the kind of questions that we want to be addressing, because a lot of people need to know, what we are doing. So I really appreciate you. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you. Already, water is the code.
Is the code. Exactly. Thank you very much. All right, we are going to go into announcement. We're going to go to announcement, and I want everybody to understand that on 11th of this month, the first tour of the countries will take place in the United States. We are going to have the first tour in the United States, where we are expecting every Biafran and auto-piloted IPOB in the United States to be part of this country tour meeting in the Zoom. The information will be public if it is not public already, and also the media team must make sure that the information is well publicized for people in America to be part of the meeting. I am going to be part of this meeting, chairing this meeting. It is going to be like a town hall meeting where everybody in the United States who is a Biafran or who is actively in the Biafra liberation should be part of. In addition to this particular announcement of the country tour, today we are going to announce the coordinators that are going to take charge of the Biafra auto-piloted IPOB in the United Kingdom, and especially setting up the WhatsApp group and platform to coordinate the auto-piloted IPOB in the United Kingdom. So Mazi Boniface is going to be the head of admin of the United Kingdom Biafra Republic Government in Exile stroke auto-piloted IPOB WhatsApp platform, while Lolo Uju is going to be the deputy for the admin of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile and / auto-piloted IPOB WhatsApp group in the United Kingdom. Please take this particular announcement, very important, cut it and share to everyone for people in the United Kingdom to know that we have this day appointed coordinator and deputy to coordinate the autopiloted IPOB / Biafra Republic Government in Exile WhatsApp group in the United Kingdom. So if you are in the United Kingdom, you are expected to contact this number that is going to see on the screen. The number on the screen, if you are in the United Kingdom, you have +44 744 82 86051. Boniface is the head, while Ololo Uju is the deputy. And then we have Canada. If you are in Canada and you want to connect to the Biafra Republic Government in Exile / autopiloted IPOB WhatsApp group in Canada, +1 403 470 7700. And then we have those in the United States. If you are in the United States, and you want to be part of the meeting that is happening on the 11th of this month, when we start the first country tour, Chinyere Apple, +1 281 942 8904. Honorable Madam Azuka Charles Wankwo, Defense Secretary of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, +1 210 291 5363. We have Chief K. Numba, +1 240 643 2842. And then if you are in the state of California, join and contact +1 562 326 3199. Connecticut, +1 203 444 5057. Delaware, +1 302 526 9740. DC, +1 202 749 2326. Florida, +305 +1 305 338 3934. The state of Georgia, +1 678 690 8686. The state of Illinois, +1 773 480 6367. The state of Indiana, +1 313 420 7927. The state of Maryland, +1 202 749 2326. The state of Michigan, +1 269 358 0681. The state of Minnesota, +1 612 226 6932. New Mexico, +1 713 815 4024. State of New York, +1 917 297 5037. North Carolina, +1 678 200 0217. The state of Ohio, +1 6 377-7864. The state of Oklahoma +1-312-478-5065. The state of Oregon +1-971-336-7784. The state of South Carolina +1-720-202-2837. The state of Texas +1-281-942-8904. The state of Virginia +1-818-650-4148. The state Washington State +1-206-778-0078. And then more of this state will be available very soon. We go to since the activation of the Biafra Liberation Tax, for those of you who don't know how the Liberation Tax work, we are going to show you on the screen the Biafra Liberation Tax, the BLT. BLT is the Biafra Liberation Tax. So when you go to the IPOB, the Biafra Republic Gov, biafrarepublicgov.org/donate, you go to the BLT. In this BLT, you have the monthly Biafra Liberation Tax from $5. This monthly subscription will apply once per month. And then you have B, weekly Biafra Liberation Tax from $5. This weekly subscription will apply once per 7 days. So you have a choice to choose between the monthly or the weekly contribution. Very, very important and very crucial. We are expecting every Biafra to be part of this Biafra Liberation Tax. You can pay as much as possible that you can afford. It is not must that you have to pay €5 or $5. You can pay 100, you can pay 2,000, you can pay 5,000, depending on what you can afford. We are now in the Liberation Force and the face of this Biafra, and it is now we have to bring this particular Biafra Liberation Tax. It is part of the movement and the plan and the template to get Biafra. So we still have 1 or 2 persons here that we are going to respond to their question. I think the last person, Ikenna, you're going to be the last person on this particular program. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Is my voice coming up?
Yes, it's coming out very clear.
Yes. I thank you for the wonderful work you are doing. And you see, you are really trying and doing everything. I know it's not your power. It's the power of God in you that is doing it. And let's keep it up. I have some suggestions in planning like our own network system. Seeing in future that we have a lot of cars, that the planning committee should have what I call the automated road network system underground, that so that to make room for it, when it is time to implement it, it will be easier and will be less cost at that time. So in that case, the traffic will be controlled, and also the accidents and stuff like that will be minimized. And another suggestion I want to put in place is like, is it possible for us to conquer those oil areas and also use the procedure from that and equip ourselves which will help us to advance more. If we conquer those oil areas where we can be using the proceeding from the oil to help us to buy all those equipment and further make it faster, I think it will help us a lot.
All right. Thank you very much. Your suggestion and proposal is well noted. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. And we're going to end the broadcast here. Remember that today is fundraising. Everybody should be there in the fundraising. The fundraising is starting 7 p.m. Biafra time. Be there in the fundraising. Very important. Somebody is asking, what about Africa people? Namdi Celestine 6 commenting on Enter Biafra channel 2, and the comment read, my PM, please, what of Africa people? Throw more light, PM. Your question is not very specific. What of Africa people on what? Namdi Celestine, can you ask more specific? So before I will close the program so I can respond to you. What of Africa people in what? So thank you very much. So please, Namdi Celestine, make your question very specific so I can address it if you can. How can people in Africa countries pay the BLT? Okay, that's a very good one. If you have access to payment online, it's the same thing. It's just the same thing that we have been doing in fundraising. Some of you in African country, you make contribution, you pay to the website. So if you are in African country and you are part of the Autopilot family that have been making contribution for Eastern Security Network, what you have to do is in your group, you gather yourself and pay the tax to the coordinator who is in charge of collecting the money, and then the person will pay and present receipt to the group to show that he actually pay to the website or to wherever that the money is being paid to before now. So as simple as that. Take a list, you pay to the person coordinating your group in the country where you are in Africa country, and then this is your weekly tax. You're going to pay weekly or you're going to pay monthly, in addition to your monthly dues and in addition to your contribution in fundraising. That this is your Biafra liberation tax, separately taken from you. It is either weekly or monthly, and then after that, the person will pay to wherever he's paying it to before now, and then present receipt to and then the group can look at it and see that the amount is the same amount that has been contributed, so that somebody will not wake up tomorrow and say you have embezzled the money or the coordinator have embezzled the money. We don't want to hear that in Autopilot. So I want to thank you. God bless all of you. Remember, we are coming live to have our fundraising today. Be part of it on Enter Biafra and on the Zoom. So make sure you join the Zoom. That's where we need everyone. From here, from me, is may God bless you.